Artificial intelligence isn't coming to the federal government, it's already here. Every agency is exploring how AI can improve productivity, reduce repetitive work, and support decision making. The real question isn't whether AI will affect federal careers. The question is, will you be ready when it does? Today, we're discussing the AI skills every employee should begin developing, not out of fear, but to remain valuable in a changing workplace. Welcome to Snakz Thoughts. AI is already changing government. Federal agencies are beginning to adopt AI tools. A notable example would be AI can summarize lengthy reports, organize information, and assist with routine administrative tasks. The question, has your workplace started using AI yet, or do you think it's still years away? If AI is becoming part of the workplace, the next question is, what skills do employees need? Now, artificial intelligence literacy. Understand what AI is and what it isn't. You don't need to become a software engineer. You need to know how to use AI effectively and understand its strengths and its limitations. Think of AI as a calculator for knowledge. It can help you work faster, but you still have to know when the answer makes sense. Question for you guys. Have you ever used ChatGPT, Copilot, or another AI tool for work or personal projects? Put it down in the comment section. Knowing how to use AI is important, but using it wisely is even more important. Artificial intelligence, it's a tool. And, like a carpenter or an electrician or plumber, you have to know how to use your tools in order to get the job done. Okay, now, let's think critically. AI generates information. Humans make decisions. Artificial intelligence may recommend an action, but a federal employee must determine whether it complies with laws, regulations, and agency policy. Human judgment, ethics, and accountability remain essential. The question, should AI ever make final government decisions without human review? And I want to hear you guys' response on that one. Drop that. I want to hear that. To get good answers from AI, you also have to ask good questions. Skill, prompt engineering. That is a skill. Learning how to communicate with artificial intelligence will become a valuable workplace skill. A vague prompt produces a vague answer. A clear, detailed prompt often produces a much better result. Employees who know how to work with AI may complete certain tasks more efficiently. And the ability and how you work and how you complete your task will be the deciding factor in promotions, awards, and in the event if cuts should come, which employees will be retained. Now, question for you guys. Do you think prompt writing could become a standard workplace skill in the future? Think about it. Even with great prompts, there's another skill you can't overlook. Fact verification. Never assume that artificial intelligence is always correct. AI can occasionally provide incorrect information or confidently state something that's inaccurate. So always fact check artificial intelligence. Fact check it before you give the final go ahead, on a task or a project, or before you sign off on it. Federal employees should verify policies, regulations, procedures, and legal guidance before relying on artificial intelligence generated content. And that's a fact. Would you trust AI without double checking important information? The final skill may be the most important of them all: adaptability. Technology will continue changing and advancing. The people who continue learning usually continue growing. Here's a good example, guys. Two employees may have identical experience today, but the one who embraces new tools may become more productive over time. Adaptability has always been a competitive advantage, not just in government, but in every profession. What new skill are you learning this year, guys? And I think we should include artificial intelligence in that, you know? And that leads us to the biggest takeaway from today's discussion. Your career is your responsibility. Artificial intelligence doesn't eliminate the need for people, it changes what skills are valuable. Throughout history, technology has transformed jobs, but people who learned and adapted often found new opportunities. Lifelong learning is becoming an increasingly important part of career resilience. What do you think will be the most valuable human skill in the AI era? Yeah, yeah. And that's where today's Snakz Thoughts leaves us. Artificial intelligence is here to stay. And just like it's already arrived in the corporate sector, it has come to the federal government. And I understand that many federal employees, some agencies in the federal government may operate under archaic systems, or sometimes they can be a little bit slow with the bureaucracy and the last to change with the corporate sector. But with artificial intelligence, it's revolutionized the workforce all the way across the board. There is no place where artificial intelligence will not touch in some form or fashion. Now, there are some career fields that still require human expertise, but artificial intelligence will be incorporated in some way. It will be incorporated in some way. And it is here, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it's here. So, and this right here is worldwide. So there's not going to be any place where you can run or hide from AI. So instead of, we can't avoid it, so we might as well get ready to adapt to it, because it is becoming a part of human society. It's becoming a part of human and everyday society. So get your certificates, get you some training, learn how to use artificial intelligence. I have a couple of friends of mine on the corporate side and that work for the federal government. They use ChatGPT. And there's others that use different types of artificial intelligence. So this stuff is here. So, it's the same thing when we had to transition from typewriters to the keyboard on the computer. Or when we transitioned to the internet and the internet, and we were used to using the post office, for mail. And then all of a sudden, this invention on the computers, comes up, the internet and the internet. And look where we are today. And the scary part about it with artificial intelligence is that its development and its use is much faster than anything that we've ever had in history. This is the fastest technology that we have ever had, guys. So because this thing changes things and it adapts, so fast, and it moves things, at a speed that we've never seen before. We need to learn how this thing works and we need to at least have some form of skills to be able to use it properly. Artificial intelligence isn't just changing technology, it's changing expectations. The future may belong to those who remain curious, adaptable, and committed to learning. Artificial intelligence is a powerful tool, but your judgment, integrity, creativity, and ability to connect with people are qualities that technology alone cannot replace. If you found value in today's discussion, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button, subscribe, if you're new. And that means to Snakz Thoughts here on Spotify and Spreaker. Subscribe and join. If you're on my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube, which this episode will go there. The YouTube channel is EricBroadus YouTube, or EricBroadusYouTube.com, or the handle is EricBroadus9058. So, and share this episode with someone who works in federal service or anyone preparing for the future of work, because you guys know it's already in the corporate sector. I'd also love to hear from you in the comments. What AI skill do you think will be the most important over the next 5 years, and why? Your perspective could help someone else think differently. Until the next time, we stop, we think, and we grow together. I'm Eric J. Broadus, and I'll see you in the next Snakz Thoughts episode. Peace out. Later.